Hello, hi, welcome to Ali Labduni Hairstyles. If you're new to my channel or you're joining me again, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, thank you for subscribing. It's truly encouragement that you're joining me to see what I'm up to see my 4C hairstyle and just to hear what I have to say concerning certain things. Right, so here I am combing another yet simple hairstyle. Now, the idea that I had for this hair was just to part my hair in a slant section, but that didn't turn out well. So then I decided to make zigzag parts and catch my hair. Of course, the idea is to catch my hair in three. However, I made that little plait to kind of make it into a knot, but I look like Mickey Mouse. So yeah, I was like, no, I'm not going for that. It looked too obvious, right? But then I had an idea. So here I am. I just put in gel to my hair just to give it like a more laid look, and I'm brushing, right? So that's, yeah, what I've come up with. But what I'm going to do is actually keep the part section, puff out the front and puff out the back, and leave two curls on this side. I really love this look. It's really unique. You'll see it. You'll see it when it's finished. Keep watching. I love this look. It's unique, and I don't think I've ever combed my hair like that before, even to go out. It would be a surprise to persons, but it is something worth trying, right? So there you see, I didn't like the knots, and I thought I would just keep the part as I said and use puff in three and do the leave out. So you'll see it, right? But I can't come on here and not share a truth with you. How do you feel about cutting your hair? I know for males, it's normal for them to cut their hair. Did you know that Samson's mom, she was barren, right? She couldn't get pregnant. So if you read Judges chapter 13 from verse 1 to about verse 5, you would appreciate that Samson's mom, she was barren. She could not bear a child. However, an angel of the Lord appeared unto her and told her that, no, you are barren and you bear not, but you will conceive a son. Now that's, to someone that can't have a child, that's good news. However, I know that when you're pregnant, you need to follow certain health protocols. Even if you're not pregnant, follow certain health protocols. But so much so that, Samson's mom, she was barren, and God said, listen, you're gonna have a child, but these are the things that is required. You drink not wine, don't drink strong drink, and you eat no unclean thing. Why? Because you will conceive a son, and also no razor should come upon his head, for he shall be a Nazarite unto God, even from the womb. He should begin to deliver the children of Israel out of the hand of the Philistine, right? So a lot of person, for different reasons, they will cut their hair. But if you can remember that video that I did, and we're discussing about the hair, seeing that the hair is a covering, right? We see in this situation where no razor was to come upon Samson's hair, for God required that his hair is not covered. Now I'll go back and read the text, right? Because here it is that no razor should come upon Samson's head, right? However, in that scripture in First Corinthians chapter, the scripture in First Corinthians chapter 11, it talks about the hair, and the hair being a concern among the Corinthians, whether you're praying or you're not praying. So in First Corinthians 11 verse 1, it says we ought to be followers of Paul even as he is a follower of Christ. That's what Apostle Paul is saying. And he say that we ought to remember him in all things and keep the ordinances as he had delivered them unto us. And that he would have us to know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. So he continued to say that every man praying or prophesying having his head covered dishonoreth his head, right? But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head, for that is even all one as she were shaven. So we are to appreciate that, okay, the head have hair on it, and as you read down in the text, you'll realize that the woman's head with hair on it is her covering. In verse 7, I want to emphasize on, right? It said, for a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of God, but the woman is the glory of man. The man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this cause man ought to have power on her head because of angels. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in Yahweh. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman, but all things of God. Judge ye among yourselves, is it comely that a woman pray unto God uncovered? Does not even nature itself teach us that if a man have long hair, it's a shame unto him, but if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her for covering. But if any man seem to be contentious, we have no such custom, neither in the churches of God. So the point to take away from this, look, it is that God told Samson's mom, like, listen, no razor should come upon this baby here. He should not be shaven. But if you take First Corinthians 11 and say, if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him, right? Then you would be saying that God is wrong for telling Samson's mom not cutting his hair. So when Paul settled the matter, he's saying we have no such customs in the churches of God, because if it is that it is a shame unto a man to have long hair, then why did God allow Samson to have long hair? So the conclusion of the matter is, it is not a custom in the churches of God, right? The hair on the woman's head is her covering, and the man hair on his head, it show forth the glory of God. And it's not a custom in the churches of God that a man should cut his hair. It isn't, right? Of course, I know this is going to bring a lot of questions, but that's okay. We could talk about it.